When God created human beings, He created us with an urge to always succeed in everything that we do. But then, most of the time, some of our plans tend to fail. What does this mean? We should be optimistic in whatever that we do. And so kindly, in order to learn why some of our plans tend to fail, I kindly request you to join with me till the end. I congratulate the ardent followers of Catholicism Focus channel, where we take time to learn on Catholic teachings and doctrines, and also to learn on some Christian faith, teachings on our faith. I kindly request you to subscribe, like, and share this video, because that's one of the best ways that you can be of help to my apostolate. It's a tool of suggesting this video to many others who maybe have not got a chance to get to this channel. And also I request for your support. You'll get the kind of the support that I need at the end of the video. Let's journey together. In the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 13, verses 1 to 23, we learn of the parable of the sower. Why the parable of the sower? The parable of the sower shows how we succeed in our plans. When God created us, He created us with a free will. With this free will, you can either become a seed that fell on the way, you can either become a seed that fell on the rock, you can become a seed that fell on the thorns, or you can become a seed that fell on the good soil. What do I mean? In order to become a seed that fell on the good soil, you must have a culture of cultivating yourself. Remove all the weeds that come on your way. Remove all the obstacles that ought to come on your way. By this, we are all called to receive the sacraments of the church, and in particular, the sacrament of Holy Eucharist and the sacrament of reconciliation, or the sacrament of Eucharist. This is because in the sacrament of Holy Eucharist, we receive Jesus Himself fully, His body, His blood, His soul, and His divinity. With all this, we will be at a position to succeed because we give ourselves to Him, and sure enough, whatever that we do in His name, it will succeed. So therefore, let's have an habit of cultivating our souls, make ourselves worthy before Christ. On another occasion, we learn of the parable of the widow and the unjust judge. This tells us about persistence in prayer. In order to receive anything that you want, persist in prayer. The widow was very persistent going to the judge, even though the judge was not willing to render justice to this woman. But due to the persistency of this woman, the judge just said, instead of avoiding very many issues, very many disturbances every day from this lady, let me just grant her wish. And the wish was granted. Persistence in prayer. Whenever you pray, request your request always. As I also dealt this in my other episode where I said about knowing the will of God, persistence in prayer in everything to do. Ask it more frequent. God will truly give you a request. Be persistent in any prayer that you make. Give your request to God. Before you do anything, give out your request. In any mass that you attend, give out your request. Sure enough. Why should Jesus not grant you a request? God is always ready to give us whatever that we need, but in a condition. If we are true to ourselves, God will truly give us our request. Persistence is a key to get whatever that we need. And also lastly, we learn about faith. The disciples of Jesus were unable to cast demons from a person who came requesting for exorcism to be done. But the disciples were unable to. And Jesus told them, it's because of their little faith. In anything that you do, have faith and you will receive whatever you want. Have faith, God will give you. How many times do we do things, but we doubt? We become like the doubting Thomas. We're going to receive our request if we do not have faith. With faith, it can even make the mountains move from this side and get to the other side. Why? Faith. With faith, Jesus was able to make Peter walk on water. That was an impossibility. Peter walked on water because of faith. But when he doubted, he started to drown. Have faith, cultivate our souls. Let's be persistent in prayer. With these 3 points, I think they will be of help to help us know and be able to understand how can we make our intentions be worthy to God. And so therefore I request for your support for the details that I've given thereafter. Be blessed. May God bless you. May God be with you. May God lead you always in whatever to do.